All right, Algebra 1, it's time to dig in to some word problems. Our essential question is, can you solve problems involving cost, income, and value? And that is what we're working on. So we're going to work and solve these together. Tickets for the senior class play costs $6 for adults and $3 for students. Let's stop here. We have $6 for adults and $3 for students. So I know if I put in the money, well, under adults, it's going to be $6 because here's where my money is. So typically your word problems are like the number of something times the value equals the total. And the total boxes are what we end up working with. So you'll notice that we'll always work, I always do like a squiggly line because we always work with these highlighted boxes. And it was $3 for students, so we're going to put a 3 under students. All right, let's keep reading. A total of 846 tickets worth $3,846 were sold. Well, I know that there's 846 tickets, but the problem is if I call this A, what do I call the student? So if the adults I sold 10, the student would be 846 minus the 10. So I'm just going to put minus A in here because remember we have to subtract these two. So I have to take this and that we'd have to subtract it from 846. Now, the total, well, let's first find our total. So when I multiply across, 3 times 846 minus A and 6A. So this is what we are working with here, these totals. And I know when I set up my equation, I'm going to add this together because they total to be $3,846. So I'm going to do 3 times 846 minus A plus 6A equals 3,846. So let's go ahead and do this math together. 846 times 3, I'm getting my calculator out, is 2,538 minus 3A plus 6A equals 3,846. Let's add like terms. Negative 3A and positive 6A is a positive 3A. And we're just bringing this down, 2,538. I'm going to subtract 2,538 to each side. And if I subtract that, 3A is equal to 1,308. Some of you are probably thinking, is she going to let us use our calculators? I will. Obviously, this is a little bit more math than what you anticipated. So adult tickets is 436 tickets. Now, the question says how many student tickets were sold. Well, guess what? I didn't answer the question because I answered how many adults. So I know that if this is 436, to find the number of student tickets, I'm just going to take 846 and subtract 436, and we get 410 tickets. Now, I am not a picky teacher. You do not have to write tickets. If you do, extra high five for you, but I'm not too picky about that. All right, next question. It's on the bottom of your screen. It says an apple sells for 25 cents and a peach sells for 15 cents. A total of 10 pieces of fruit were sold for a total cost of $2.10. So the first thing I'm going to do is set up a chart. And I know that I have apples and peaches. And remember, the number of apples or peaches times the price is going to equal the total. And the total boxes is what we always work with. So right here, that's what we're going to work with. Right here, that's what we're going to work with. So let's talk. I know an apple sells for 25 cents, so I'm going to put that under dollars. Notice I also dropped the decimals. If you drop the decimals there, you have to drop them everywhere. A peach sells for 15 cents. Well, together, there were 10 pieces of fruit. So if there was one peach, you would just take 10 and subtract the one peach. So I'm going to call peach, P for peaches, and we're just going to take 10 and subtract it. All right, so let's multiply across. Remember, I'm going to group this together. And let's set up an equation. It says that they sold for a total of $2.10, but remember, I dropped the decimals. So remember, if I take the apples and I add them to the peaches, it's going to equal 210. 25 times 10 minus p plus 15p is equal to 210. Let's distribute. 250 minus 25p plus 15p equals 210. Awesome. Add like terms. 250 negative 25 and a positive 15 is negative 10p equals 210. Subtract 250 over, and negative 10p is equal to negative 40. And in your mind, you already know what is p. P is equal to 4. And once again, the question says how many apples were sold. I should have called it A and 10 minus A. So if this answer is, I'm trying to find a new color, 4, 10 minus 4 gives me 6 apples. Great job.